Hello everyone and welcome back to Dueling Park News. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Chase and I am here at Islands of Adventure today. Now last time I was here we were seeing some updates around the park, more so with the Lost Continent and Jurassic Park River Adventure refurbishment. So today I feel like I need to go kind of explore islands, see what's going on. Obviously go take a look at what's happening in the Lost Continent, go see Jurassic Park River Adventure again, but just kind of like enjoy, Islands of Adventure too. So let's go right in and maybe start the day off with a ride on Seuss trolley train ride. Ooh, that would be intimidating, right? And before I walk in, let's take a look around the corner because I think someone is looking at me. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing over here?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Well, look who's at Islands of Adventure today.
I know. I just so happened to... it's crazy. We were here at the same time. Who would have thought?
Not pre-planned at all by any means, so we're totally not going to go inside Islands of Adventure and do a ride on Velocicoaster.
Absolutely not.
Now, if you're a pass holder coming to Islands of Adventure, you get to use the super cool, super sneaky, and super awesome entrance for, well, UAP. Yeah, that's over here towards the exit, literally right beside the exit. It shares the same roof. You can come over here and walk right in if you are a pass holder. And when you enter Port of Entry, be sure to come over here and bring a letter. That's right, you can actually bring handwritten letters or mail, drop it off over here. Notice it says Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, and they will take it and they will mail it for you with universal postage. So it's like a nice little, it's just a nice little thing to have. And look, instead of an eagle, it's like a parrot because, it's Islands of Adventure. And just like that, the adventure begins. Look at all the crowds coming in, but hey, we were able to really bypass them because of the super cool, super sneaky, super awesome pass holder entrance. Over here in Port of Entry, beside the Island Market Export, and obviously the Christmas store, we have Walls and Scrim Up as this side of the facade work is receiving its refurbishment. So they've been going through Port of Entry and refurbishing it. If you've been watching my videos, they did Confisco first. Actually, they didn't even do Confisco first. They did like this whole side area first. And they've been making their way around, just making it beautiful for us. And I really do appreciate that. Just like how I appreciate having my morning rides right here on this beautiful yellow bike. And you know what? Honestly, shout out to the creative team behind Islands of Adventure back in the day because the Port of Entry ambiance is just so fantastic. It really sets up the mood for adventure. Like, you come in and back in the day, the first thing you would honestly see is the Hulk. I just love looking back in this area and seeing all the foliage, the architecture, and of course the lighthouse. Now, I won't hover too long in Port of Entry. I do want to go into the park itself. But I will stop right here and say that a lot of the Halloween Horror Nights merch has made its way over here to the All Hallows Eve Lost Emporium. So if you're not visiting USF, you can still get your Halloween Horror Nights merch here. And of course, they have Scrim Up over here on top of the Croissant Moon Bakery. We saw that in the last video. All of this refurb is just over here to make Islands of Adventure look more beautiful, especially now that Epic is open. We gotta take care of our other parks. Well, we have finally made it over here to the Port of Entry. And do you go right or do you go left when you come here? I don't know, the Incredible Hulk is very enticing. You want to go ride it right now, but I also do love coming down here and just taking all the ambiance in because look at Velocicoaster go. It looks beautiful. And just like that, there goes the Hulk. Velocicoaster just went back into the station. However, it is about to have another one launch off. So let's zoom in really quick. Come on. I just saw that train go over in the paddock. So it should be up here any second. Come on. Come on, little one. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, you would know that reference. All right, any second now. Oh, there it goes. And over the top hat and down into front of the Discovery Center. Look at Mythos. Ugh. Guys, I really do enjoy looking at the Lost Continent because I think it has excellent theming and it's just very underappreciated for its time and obviously now, especially now that they're demoing it. And eventually I will head that way because I think I'm going to start in Marvel Superhero Island today. Yeah, you know what? A little bit of a change up. I always go towards Lost Continent first, so let's head over to Marvel, maybe ride the Hulk, maybe ride Spider-Man, and then we'll see what else is going on that way. Now we do have the Fantastic Four Cafe over here. And as Dr. Doom goes and shoots up all those victims in the air as he collects their fear to defeat the Fantastic Four. I'm sure that's probably only a 10-minute wait. However, it does look like a large crowd is gathering in front of Spider-Man, so let's go check that out. Well, I'm going to branch off the path as Dylan goes over there and does his thing and take a second and say, look, all the characters from Marvel Rivals have showed up to Marvel Superhero Island. Do you think this was planned? We'll continue off the path, get a good view of the Hulk doing its thing. And I just want to come over here and look at the Lost Continent now, especially now that Poseidon's Fury's trident has been demolished. The building remains, but for how much longer? Right across the lagoon from me in Marvel Superhero Island is the myth, the legend, literally the myth and legend itself, Mythos. So recently, the trident from Poseidon's Fury, which over there behind Seuss, that's the Poseidon's Fury building, which already has a hole in it. We'll get to that in a second. The trident for Poseidon's Fury could be seen over here in the top right of Mythos as it towered over like the guest entrance area, but now it's gone. It's just an empty skyline with the rockwork from Mythos and of course the show building. So if you look in the top right corner of the show building for Poseidon's Fury, there is a hole above that kind of like rock facade. So I wonder what's going on there. I doubt that was blown away by the wind. I have a feeling that's just part of the demo. So how much longer until we see this building go down? Spider-Man is currently at a 30-minute wait. However, I will not be riding it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and turn right down past the comic store and make my way into Toon Lagoon. But you know, over here in Toon Lagoon, I have not eaten at Comic Strip Cafe in so long. I actually haven't even gone over to Wimpy's yet now that that's been reopened. And you know what's even worse too is I really love ice cream. And everyone loves the ice cream over here. And I haven't gotten ice cream here in years. And they've got a delicious cookies and cream cup as well as a s'mores cup.
But Chase, look at this. This AC's no joke. Look at this. Dude, it's like moving the signage.
Actually, that's not even the sign. It's rattling the windows. They spare no AC here during the summer.
That's right. It's definitely chilling there.
Now, the pathways are kind of empty over here, and that's probably because everyone's rushing Potter, Velocicoaster, well, Hagrid's Forbidden Journey, Velocicoaster, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're rushing King Kong too. I don't know why, but no one wants to get fully submerged in chlorine water. What do you think, Popeye? And there goes Ripsaw Falls as a log, Ripsaws and Falls, with guests on it. Well, Dylan, now that you're here in Orlando, how many times have you rode Ripsaw Falls?
People are gonna really go off in the comments on this one, but I have not ridden it since I've been out here. I know, it's a shame. Same with Popeyes. I haven't been on Popeyes yet either. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for us to do like a water ride day.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll do just a water ride video here at Islands of Adventure, because the water rides are really great. Like Popeyes, no joke, probably the best water ride. Honestly, it's the best water ride in Orlando, in my opinion.
I feel like it's one of the best water rides in the world. Like, I mean, Popeyes is elite. Popeyes is elite, and so is Dudley's. If you want to get wet, these are the two water rides you gotta go on. Like,
Jurassic Park River Adventure is great, don't get me wrong, it's still one of my favorite rides in Islands of Adventure, but as a water ride, Popeye reigns supreme.
It's so ridiculous. I remember the first time I went on Popeyes, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, and like midway through we were like, what did we do? This is the most insane water ride ever. It's amazing.
So be sure to ride it. Look, Dylan, Pteranodon Flyers is back and working, and it is open to all the guests. The sad part is adults can't ride it unless they have a child with them. So how are we going to get on this ride, Dylan?
I don't know. I'm sad though, because this is the one credit I need. I need this credit. We're gonna have to figure out something. Here, wait. Just like crouch down and I'll put you in a stroller or something.
I am actually glad to see Pteranodon Flyers back open because, one, a lot of guests love to do it. Like, it's so good with kids. If you have a kid, highly recommend riding it because you get insane views of Jurassic Park and some of the islands and Islands of Adventure. Plus, it's just an awesome ride. You just sit up suspended in the air, swinging on your little track ride, you know, a track ride in the air. Okay, Dylan's over here laughing because I had a brain fart. What was the word I'm looking for? Cart, seat, ride.
Again?
They're swinging on their little track thing in the air.
Swinging on their little ride vehicle.
Ride vehicle. See, sometimes I need a minute or two. Okay, guys.
Did you have some coffee this morning? You want some coffee?
While Dylan does his thing over there underneath the entrance to Thunder Falls Terrace, this is your reminder. I said I was going to do a reminder every time I come to Islands that Thunder Falls Terrace closes this summer, probably at the end of summer, to make way for a new dining experience. So it's going to be under a bit of a refurb, probably till 2027 as it changes. Now, what it will change to, they have not announced yet. All of us theme park and Jurassic fans online assume it's going to become the next Hammond Steakhouse that you can find at Jurassic World and Universal Beijing, which I think would be a great, renovation to do because Thunder Falls Terrace is such a beautiful dining experience already. So if this becomes like a sit-down restaurant instead of like the buffeteria style situation, like right now it's just mobile order, they bring it to your table, but it used to be the buffeteria style. I think a steak sit-down restaurant would be awesome here. It would also have like cool, fancy Jurassic vibes. Plus, they could also do some of like a character dining experience here too. They could bring some of the small dinosaur puppets around, like Dolores, the little small raptors, have actual characters like Hammond walk around. That would be cool. If they want to bring Blue the raptor in here and let Blue scare guests while they're eating, that's even better. Now, we do have a brief River Adventure refurb update. If we zoom in down here at the base of the drop, we can see that they've got some equipment staged here. And it was spotted online the other day that they were having a boat down at the base of the drop, and they were lifting it back up, almost like a kind of like a clearance test or drop test, some form of testing, because River Adventure is slated to reopen in November after its big refurbishment. And the roofs of the gift shop and the River Adventure entrance are still unthatched. Have no thatching. I don't know. They're still replacing the thatching up here on the top to make it that tiki hay style look. Now remember, if you are visiting River Adventure, this toilet is for photo use only, not for actual use. And then while you're walking through Jurassic Park, you get to see Velocicoaster roar past by you.
Can we go on it? Can we go on it? Can we go on it? Please, please, please.
If you're good.
Okay.
And this is day blankety blank of no Jurassic Park Jeep over here in front of the Spinosaurus. And then of course, now that our bridge has reopened over here, you can go from Jurassic Park all the way to Hogwarts, all the way to Hogsmeade. And look, there's Dylan. We can go stop over here beside Forbidden Journey just to check on the wait time and just get a nice little look at all the refurb that happened. So Hogwarts is looking good, and it is sitting at a 40-minute wait. It was just 45, but as soon as I pressed the play button or record button, it dropped down to 40. So I guess that morning rush is starting to dwindle down now. However, we'll go see if that holds a flame to Hagrid's wait. But yeah, look at the castle. Castle looks really good now that it's back from its refurb. And if you have young ones, Flight of the Hippogriff is only a 30-minute wait right now. This is a nice little coaster that is a remaining coaster from the original Merlinwood days when it was the Flying Unicorn. And if we watch right here, we can see all the guests come down on the Hippogriff. Well, you know what? Now that Hagrid's has removed the Express Pass feature, the queue has been regularly lower. So they are moving guests now that there's no Express Pass like backing up per se. And it's only a 70-minute wait. And look, guys, today is Friday, and this is a 70-minute wait. So this is awesome. As soon as I got closer, it just dropped to 60. It was 70, now it's dropped to 60. See, this is why they removed Express, because the overall guest satisfaction will go up now that this has been lowered. I mean, when was the last time you've seen Hagrid's without hundreds of people standing right here going behind these chains? I mean, like, this is great operations. So if you actually leave Hogsmeade and head towards the Lost Continent, you will find me on the ground crying over here. This skyline is looking crazy now over here on Lost Continent. We can see machinery is staged over there behind the restrooms, as I'm sure Poseidon's Fury's show building will be the next on the chopping block over here. and I'm sure they're going to be quick, just like they were with Sinbad and how they just demolished that. Let's head through the Lost Continent now and make our way over to in front of Poseidon's Fury and kind of say goodbye, because I really feel like the next time I'm here, that building will not be here. And just a reminder, we're losing all this really cool theming over here. So underappreciated for its time. Look at the Hulk from right here. There's nothing blocking it now. There's no trees, there's no giant hand with a trident. You can really see the Hulk.
So Chase was saying this on X, and you were talking about how this is about as close as we were going to get to a Tokyo Disney Sea-esque type thing, and that's what is so much, like, it's such a bummer in this corner of the park to see it go. I'm all for new stuff, and I appreciate the new things coming to the amusement parks, but it is a shame to see something so gorgeous be brought down, because yeah, it was Disney Sea-esque, it really was.
Yeah, and it's not saying that, like, I was defending this being an empty shell of itself. Like, no, like, I can recognize it's time for it to go, but it's the sad fact that they didn't do anything with this land for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, it just really sat abandoned with all this beautiful architecture. They could have done something.
I agree. They could have done something with it. They could have introduced something new, something original. Original stuff still works today. I mean, it clearly does.
See it at literally in Tokyo, and we see it at Epic Universe with Celestial Park. They pushed a big emphasis on Celestial Park.
Yep. It's a shame to see it go. I'm sad for sure.
And here is a good last look of what we can see from the ground here in Lost Continent towards Poseidon's Fury. His little legs remain. The trident's gone to the right over here. So with Thunder Falls Terrace and Jurassic Park being redone or remade into like a new restaurant, everyone is obviously speculating, since the Lost Continent is closing, we will see Mythos close as well very soon. I mean, especially if the walls are coming out this far now, close to it. However, that being said, I think Mythos is safe for now until Jurassic Park's Thunder Falls Terrace reopens from its refurb, because we'll be losing one dining establishment for another one. You know, you lose one good one, you need to replace it. So that's what this refurb in Jurassic Park is going to be for. At least that's my assumption, as well as everyone else online. But for now, goodbye Lost Continent. I'm going to head on into Seuss Landing and see what is cooking up over here before making my way back to Port of Entry and closing up the video. Before I make my way too far into Seuss Landing, I'm going to take a little shortcut over here. This is usually the shortcut everyone takes in the mornings to get to Hagrid's. There are walls up beside the bathrooms beside Moose Juice Goose Juice. Now that's hard to say. Moose Juice Goose Juice. I did ride Seuss Trolley last week. If you saw my post on X, it looks like they're adding some concrete and a new water fountain station right here. And there it goes. Well, it looks fairly busy over here. Not too busy. There's some empty pathways. Let's make our way into the heart of the land and check on Seuss Trolley Train Ride and the Cat in the Hat. Well, now that I'm back in Port of Entry, and before you say, whoa, what happened to seeing Seuss Trolley Train and Cat in the Hat? Well, there was like a kid's show going on with the characters like Sam I Am, the Grinch, Cat, Lorax, over off to the side, but there was a large gathering that started forming there, so I didn't want to like awkwardly film like right there. But so I went ahead and just walked out. Not too much going on in Seuss Landing. The Seuss Trolley Train Ride was 30, and the Cat in the Hat was a 10. But let's be real, it's probably a walk on. Well, thank you for joining me today. Well, actually, thank you for joining me and Dylan and I here at Islands of Adventure. He just walked over there, so I'll be sure to go get him on this footage real quick as I close it up. But I just want to say, we got to see all the exciting stuff happening over here at Islands of Adventure, take a brief walk around the parks, and I think now I'm going to go probably ride Velocicoaster, but I don't know, if you can see behind me, that line's kind of long now. Well, Dylan, that's going to wrap up my day over here at Islands of Adventure. Any thoughts, opinions, comments, observations?
Well, again, it's sad to see Lost Continent go. Yeah, we're a little sad because we both think it's exceptional over there. The theming is great, and it does look like Disney Sea over there. It's a little slice of Disney Sea here at Orlando. But aside from that, no, it was fun to do a little lap around the park and check things out. It's always great to be at Islands of Adventure. I love this place.
It's still my favorite theme park. I love Islands of Adventure so much.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier in the video, it's like, even with its changes, it's still an amazing theme park. It really is.
And please come visit because it's such a great park.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it. And like always, thank you for watching. Thank you for following along. And I will see you in the next video.